And apparently that's a lot bigger than the one in Red Bank.
Okay. Well, that's that's the awesome kind of arcade.
And it's like unlimited plays. That's like the best thing about it.
I know.
What was I gonna say? Oh, so first of all, does Mario know about the shower on Saturday?
She's not supposed to.
Oh, does she?
She has a clue.
Okay, because Mom was just saying, yeah, what?
But, for all intents and purposes, she doesn't know.
Well, Mom was saying that, like, if you guys go to Grandma, like, make sure Grandma doesn't say anything. Like, be like, oh, you know, on Saturday, what should we do, whatever.
Okay, so it's not like that. So pretty much, she just has to pretend like she doesn't know.
So she does know.
Kinda. Yeah.
Oh, Anthony. I had another question.
I had no part in this.
Oh, and you were going, but
yeah,
you still are?
Yeah, I think so.
And who's like making you go or saying that you should go?
Well, it's I don't know because it's kind of like I don't know. Wait, did they change the thing so that you can see the uniform in real life?
I can see.
Damn it. Whatever.
Wait, what do you want?
Nothing, never mind. I'm probably gonna leave it.
I'm all blue.
Okay.
Oh wait, I gotta post in the chat, the stream. 1 second. Oh, so last night in a 14U game, listen to this. So what happened was, so we were playing like this club team that was like the Bergen Catholic feeder team.
Yeah.
So they were pretty good. And
that
was like the Bergen Catholic feeder team. Oh, they can hear our stream. So they were pretty good. And that was like the Bergen Catholic feeder team. Wait, let me turn it off. So they were pretty good. And that was like the Bergen Catholic feeder team. Wait, let me turn it off. No. Wait, let me turn it off. Wait, you're still there? No. Wait 1 second. Wait, you're still there? Wait 1 second.
LED, look at the lights. We the ones don't like. What you look like? Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes. I went from feeling all kites to putting it on my block. Look what you sweater is drill. Somebody give me a. These ain't like the cops. Gossiping more than a. In jail I had. I make you cut off the. Think that I made it, they can't be my friends, so they wanna be ops. If I see them hating and I'm in that spaceship, I'm dropping the top. Act like my beat ain't no happy belated, I'm counting the guap. Who gave you a voice? Who told you your thoughts count? GPS straight to the money. I put my big homie got the big Mickey Mouse. You posted your at 12 and 8 that night, see how my all over the mansion. Can't sit on my house. I got that chicken.
All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the New England Patriots. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. On the return, it's Ted Ginn Jr., and he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, Nothing but room to run.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, here's Stafford. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Well, they tried to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
First carry now. This is Johnson. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. First carry for Nick Chubb. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Credit the tackle to Navarro Bowman.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And it's complete. Henry fighting through it. He's got space. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season-open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. I ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Gardner underneath for Johnson. So a good spin move, but not a whole lot to show after as he's taken down. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
To throw on third down. Gardner. This complete to Henry over the middle. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A first down carry here for Johnson. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain. A nice run there, 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, Johnson. Good move by Duke. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the first down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it?
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
Off the play fake. Gardner out to his left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. There's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that they have to pump the ball. They've done so with that first run.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. Gurley's got the first down and then some. Oh, they hate that. Wipes out the big play.
And I know this is the NFL, so they would probably fine you for this type of a penalty. But when I was in college, you used to have to do up-downs for the number of yards that you cost a team in a big play.
Here's Riddick. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. In on the stop, DeMonte Casey. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he finds Julius Thomas. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, as some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be fourth down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. So the Patriots coming out now. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And right side hitter's got it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Two minutes remain in a scoreless first half. Back to Foxborough after this. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Flex round.
To throw on 2nd down. Gardner. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get 1 step. If you're within 1 step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that looks like an extra step was involved.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Now a handoff, Johnson. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. It was Mitch Unrein that made the tackle.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, They really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
New England on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Ohio!
From the gun, Gardner. And he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Steve McClendon in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make him punt it. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Final shot before break. Gardner, he's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. Trying to cover Cooper there a little too closely.
And he's such a tough cover because he runs his route so well. Hard to stay with him and hard to figure out exactly where the break points are. And in this case, he created another pass interference call.
And the kick by Butker is good. So we've reached halftime here at Gillette Stadium with the Patriots on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And they start the second half with Johnson. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round!
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Gardner buying time to his left. Hits his target, the tight end, Will Tye. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
New England on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, Gardner. He lets it fly for Lockett. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Gurley again here on first down. There he goes inside the 30. And a cutback. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Todd Gurley, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bills are in for 6. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
To throw on second down. Gardner. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he's got room. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. They go with Chubb on 2nd down, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. From the gun, Gardner. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
And that one was a lot of fun right there, because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll get 3 up to midfield.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd down, Gardner. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Time to establish the run game here. Gurley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On first down, it's Gurley. And an alley to run. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here we go.
Now a play fake it at Stafford. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. A big play here for the Bills. 42 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
Yeah, that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter play. On 2nd down, here's Stafford. Dumps it off to Gurley. Open space inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. The Bills passing game getting them down the field. They've got another first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Now Stafford. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'll remember.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
Now Stafford. The catch made over the middle by Ginn. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And now out come the Patriots. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Gardner escaping the pressure right. And avoids the contact by sliding. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Handoff comes to Chubb. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Gardner. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. The 30, the 20, 10, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Todd Gurley with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They give them a gain of 38. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Flex round! Flex round! Here we go!
On 1st down, Gardner. Flush to his right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Ohio! 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 Ohio!
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Gardner. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. Throwing on 1st down. Gardner. His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Hunter Henry, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Patriots are back within a score. Important extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Oftentimes when a guy has a game like this, he's going to take his offensive line out to dinner afterwards. But after a play like that, he may tell them, instead of getting the steaks, guys, we might have to go for the hot dogs.
Again they run with Gurley. And an alley to run. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. 20, 10, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Todd Gurley, 75 yards. And the Bills will extend their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay.
And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On 1st and 10, Gardner, he's going to let it fly. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play there for New England. 45 yards. On 1st down, Gardner. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Gardner nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Henry Anderson in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you've got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
And he's got Will Tye complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Will Tye, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a one-score game in the fourth. So with an even 30 seconds to go, everything will come down to this onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Hey, tag 32! Tag 32!
Throwing here, Stafford. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Now Stafford. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, you know, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
They'll look to throw. It's caught. Lockett. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Wes Cockrell. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for the Bills, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the New York Jets. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
hop out. Valet, walk out. All these bands I lost count. Cause I'm too up right now. Too up right now. I'm too on one day on my third. I was too broke, now I'm too rich. Made 100K on my third shift. Boy, so